All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning back in. This is it. This is going to be a long fundraising. How about it till the end of the year, all the way up until December 31st, and then you can help me, right? Well, let's get back to entertainment, right? We don't always have to be serious here, and so let's do this. What I want you to do now is pause this video First, I want you to figure out whoever is science fiction who loves it, right? I was born in '71, and my father was fantastic. I got to see the original Star Wars in the theaters back then, and that was life-changing at that point. You know, we talk about amongst our friends when George Lucas and whoever, you know, he created that with, that, aside from like cartoons at the time, that created fantasy and instilled fantasy. And I remember my brother and I, we used to play in the bedroom, and we used to hook up a string from one side of the room to the other. And we would put the speeders that they had for like the Planet Hoth, right, the frozen one, and like a little straw, and shoo, right? Before there was Google, before there was anything on YouTube, before there was books that came out and says this is what your child is to do at home, we had imagination, right? And imagination is key. It's key as a child. It's key all the way throughout your life, and it's key when you're an adult, especially when you become a specialist in your field, because you could be so narrow focused on that, you forget, and you have to step back and look at everything and say, where's my fantasy again? Where's my imagination in that? And so right now, pause this, go get them and come back. So pause it right now, okay? I won't do anything. No, pause it, go get them. Call them on the phone. We can do this, right? If you don't know where they're at, all right, here's what you do. You're watching this on one device. I want you to get a phone. I want you to call on the phone. I want you to put it on speaker, right? You're listening to this, and then we're gonna go over creating a spaceship. Maybe for a movie, maybe for travel, all right? So this is a rough design that I have right now, all right? And we can create it from scratch. Just email me, here. Well, let's go through this one right now. I'm gonna put a timer on. Let me check the video so I don't go too far over. We're at right now, all right. So we're at about 3 minutes. Let me see if I can do this in under 2. I'm gonna set the timer on the computer real quick. I'm gonna go over the features that's on this right now. Google, thank you. Thank you. Woo! There we go. 2 minutes. All right. Sleek design for spacecraft. What we've got here is we've got basically a shield, right? And this is a proton shield, debris shield, and it's designed to have the shield this way for speed of light travel. And so as the buildup comes this way, right? If you're traveling at speed of light, we have to figure out that not only particles do we have to miss, but we have to be able to counteract photons of light that are hitting us too, okay? So we've got distant stars out there, and you see just in like Star Trek, when it takes off, you get these acceleration of lights this way, right? It's like you're streaming towards the photons as they are going towards you, all right? So this is what we have this for. And it builds up with a charge, and so we see it, you see it in the films this way, but actually, we know what? We know that it can be particles and it can be waves, right? So as we're accelerating, we have to compensate for the debris field that's not just planets, but we have to compensate for this, because this is going to cause friction in space, right? So the shield here basically creates a deflection. Almost like you see a comet, right? And we're gonna get a deflection up this way. And as it's traveling, it's building up this. And now it's going fast enough. As it creates a deflection, it also creates a barrier, and that's going to push the rest of this debris field out of the way the faster we go. All right? So that's as far as I got for the front shield. This here, right, once we create this, is going to be a negative pressure here. So I'll tell you about some of the compensation on fields this way. And this is an intake system there. You can see as acceleration, it has supports there. This I'll get to, but why don't you email me your designs, right? What you think. Anything cool about it? Got any questions about it? We've got an ion drive right here, so I'll just finish it up. I've got about, that was 2, but let me get 30 seconds. This is going to be uptake for water in space, right? And I'll draw the molecules out for that. This is structural here, right? And this is huge. So we're talking 2,000 people plus, right? You've got wings on this side. Ion comes out this way. You've got energy shields here, right? That are creating any kind of back pressure as you go. This, of course, will come back here, and it creates a space here. Hopefully what will happen is debris kicks up and this kicks in, okay? That's all as far as I got. You've got major shields here, and then lookouts here, and then we'll talk about the design and everything. So that's fun, right? So we don't always have to be. This is a point of science too, is be able to create. And sometimes you want to create the strangest things that you can that may not even be possible because you want to know what boundaries are. And that's part of science. It's part of life. Question boundaries. You know what? If you can help out, send me an email, mclem@runner.csub.edu. If you can go to my site, please. Not the site. My GoFundMe account is https://GoFundMe/Papa Sierra Charlie Juliet Quebec Delta 84. Thanks for tuning in on this, and hope to see you in the next video. It's pretty cool, right? Let's create it even further with your help.